Here we go, back to where we were. What I want to do is talk about adding a tint to make it look a little bit more in the age category, if you will. And there are two ways to do it. There is an adjustment layer way to do it and what I would call an old school way to do it. I want to show you both ways because the old school method does really have value in certain situations. So let's start old school. I want to add a tint to the image. So I come up here and I select the top layer and I create a new layer right above it. I'm going to name this layer. I do like naming layers because it does make sense. Okay, that layer is going to have our tint. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to the More button down here or go up to the word Window and open up your swatches. Either way, you'll get to them. Now, at the bottom of the swatches, you have some nice warm brown kind of colors down here. If I select it here, it will change over here. And that's what I want, so I'm going to close this out. Now, I got that layer selected. The shortcut for filling a layer or a selection with the current foreground color, two keys, but they're named differently on Mac and Windows, and I've mentioned this before. If you're on a Macintosh, hold down the Option key and press Delete. If you're in Windows, hold down the Alt key and press Backspace. So it's full. Next, change the blending mode, I love blending modes, into color. Now that's way too much. So basically what you do is you tone down the opacity until you get a nice light sepia tint or whatever color you want. So that's the old school way, if you will. Let me go ahead and delete that one. Here's the other way. Select the top layer, go into your adjustments here and go into Photo Filter. It's been there for 2 versions. We are on currently a warming filter. Now here's a show it to me, don't show it to me. You can choose any one of these you want. You've got warm and cool filters, or you can choose your own color by clicking here. The density is how dense the color is, kind of like opacity in a way, except the one control you have here is that you can preserve the luminosity, which in most cases you do want to do that. So if I change the density, I can bring it up just a little bit more this way. And you can see the difference if I turn that off. So if you want to add a tint to an image, you can do that. Now don't forget, if you want to add a tint to a specific portion of an image, you can use the mask over here to control what area of the image receives the tint. It's up to you. Let's go ahead and close this. And this one you don't have to save. There you go. Adding a tint to an image. It's actually pretty simple.